Hey there, folks. Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XII Chop Gathering Story on the MysteriousJG. It's the Sandalwood Age. So, I guess we're gonna go someplace else and get chops. Until we've got all the chops that can be chopped. Balthier is probably wondering where the fuck we are, because apparently he sent word that we needed to get to him right away. But we can't be bothered. So let's talk to the smitten woman. She is connected to the smitten man. Go figure. So dashing and mysterious. Woo! But she's not the one we need to talk to first, even though that seems to be what this thing says. So, what about historian? People don't give a shit about history anymore. Okay, and because there was a guy who was like, oh, I wish I knew more about history, or I am young and care about history. People don't know enough about history, and it is bad. It sounds like I'm belittling the idea, but I'm belittling the idea. I guess I'm belittling its presentation in the game. Perceptive Man. I need to find Perceptive Man. The most dangerous of Mega Man's many opponents. We live in an empire, but it was not always so. There was history, after all. What's this? You've acquainted you know as much of history? Thank you, good sir. Please accept this chop for the glory of the Empire. I want to learn history's truth, not just what I'm told. I want to create revisionist history. I want to give women and minorities credits for things that white guys are always credited with. Sorry. There's a difference between revisionist history and reevaluating history, and it is far too complex an issue for me to get into here, when I'm just being goofy and silly. There are those who make crafts and sell them at market. I'll make not crafts, but music. Go find somebody who gives a shit about loots, and then come talk to me. You will get a chop. Hi, I'm Bob, the builder. Architect and an artisan. Well, we've got an architect around here. I feel like I just saw him. Not you. But you. No, not you. You, yes, artisan architect. How many? They give you little clues, like when artisan and architect appear in yellow in that guy's text, and then someone else is called artisan architect. Fie, what good building art that is already built. One who understands that art and architecture need not be opposed to one another. Good tidings, the ease, I feel design coming on. Yes, the masterpiece. The masterpiece Chris Masters. Here's a pinewood chop. It's fine. Oh. Now ride to move the couture to the sapta, making an ikka and then a nava. Architecture terms. Those may or may not be real architecture terms. I do not know about flying buttresses. I haven't been deleting these as we go, so hopefully I will remember that we've done... Hold on. I guess I better do that just to be on the safe side. So we did Perceptive Man, Historian, and now Builder and Artisan. Now I'm hearing it go beep as people move past while I am not looking at the screen. So let's go ahead and do Smitten Woman, Smitten Man. I realize I want neither money nor power. I want her, a client's daughter. Alright, I'll go find her, dude. She's like not far. Girl on an errand. Smitten woman. I'm having trouble meeting a man. What? He said that about me? For true? For reals? Are you? Is he sure? Perhaps he meant another? I got a pine wood shop. I think an evening with him. I wonder what it is that he fancies. Theater, perhaps. This fluttering on my breast. Could it be love? I wonder what he fancies. Oh, I don't know. I heard he's into butt stuff. Girl on an errand. JG, you are the worst, literally. Literally the worst. I wonder what he fancies. Alright, let's find the girl on an errand. See if she has any yellow text. Oh my, Undertaker. Okay, no, I need to find the lady who wanted Mummer's tickets, but not more than was needed. You have anything new to say? I don't know if she's... Oh, you're so ignorant. Okay, he's happy with his young charge. I thought he might come back and say, this kid's an idiot. I'm looking for yellow text. Nope, no yellow text means you need to be told someone else's story. Let's find people with yellow text. Music appreciator, tell me about how much you love lutes. A lutenist to play for him. Hold on, let me hear this again. She said something about someone's finger. An elderly friend. Oh, his fingers fail him. Oh, this is nice. She actually... I wasn't paying that much attention to the story before. She actually wants for a guy who used to play the lute but can't play anymore to hear a song he used to play. Played by somebody who's good at that kind of thing. So that's sweet, I suppose. My lute-soothing voice, to which I earn my daily bread. I need money. Someone seeks a lutenist? You sure? Cool. Here's a chop. Bearing the mark of a lute. Nothing serves to soothe the spirit like lute stuff. Looty, looty, loot, loot. Nothing soothes the spirit like looty stuff. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh, this is cute. See, they had the same E.E. Cummings, like weird staggered text patterns. I will commit to memory the fact that you don't want this woman wasting money, and then I will go tell her. Even though she, like, this one I really don't get. She already knows she bought too many tickets and is going to get yelled at. Oh, she needed one more ticket for the fair? Oh, okay. I guess I told her that she needed one more ticket for the fair. I've made reservations to see the Mummers of Tantalus perform. Ooh. The Mummers of Tantalus must be different from, like, regular old mummer that we saw on the street who, you know. Alright, so now we need the money gentleman and boutiquerie. Boutiquier. I think she was, like, the very first person I talked to in this zone. I want to open a boutique. Surely somebody must have money they have nothing better to do with than give to me to open some shop. A Lufia and the Fortress of Doom style shop that sell, like, one thing I can say about Lufia and the Fortress of Doom, you could go to shops that seem to be selling items like ciders or dresses that didn't really have an in-game purpose, but that would exist in a real world. Money is like a seed. Yes, I must give money to somebody. Lady wishing to open a boutique, you say? This bears further inquiry. I would meet with her. Who knows where our discussion might lead? Perhaps I will get bizarre sexual favors. Whatever. Okay. So I was being silly again. At least I didn't mention butt stuff. Alright, so this zone is done. I'm pretty sure this zone is done. Even though I stopped actually marking them off as I went halfway through. But we've only... Hold on, did I hit all the shops? Magic, yep. Techniques, weapons. Pretty sure I hit all the shops. Aspiring starlet, path to stardom is difficult. If only there was a former starlet standing 10 feet away from me. This one I remembered in particular being like, what? She's standing right there. But we couldn't actually do the quest yet. I'm terribly sorry, darling. The path to becoming a star? I don't believe such a thing exists, darling. At least it's not the sort of thing one can search for and hope to find. One must work and watch others work. I wore many guises: armory cook, airship attendant, headhunter, dread pirate, even the false queen of a lost land. Quite dangerous, the last one, not recommended. I learned much and my acting was enriched by it, yet when I no longer felt true, I had to leave. I have a splendid idea. I should write a novella of my adventures. So you're not actually going to help her at all. I wish her all the best, but I'm not going to help her. Oh, I guess she's gonna find a... Okay, I guess they did connect at some point. Alright, so that's that one done. Ex-researcher and determined researcher. Let's connect these two. My daughter wants... I want my daughter to stop working and have babies. I want grandchildren. Research somehow figures into this. Gentleman onlooker, you are not the right researcher. I think there's a bunch of people here. I don't remember any of their stories, although they all have titles and not just, you know, Arcadian gentry, which means I probably spoke to them at some point.
I heeded my father's wishes and became a researcher.
I've thought on this a great deal and decided it's time to leave. The behavior was odd, so I'm wondering... So at first I thought, oh, the odd behavior means that this guy's in love with her, but now I'm like, oh, the odd behavior is the guys at the lab are weirdos and she needs to get out. Okay, so now I need to go tell her father that she wants to leave, and he'll be like, yes, tell her to get the fuck out. I want grandbabies. I don't want her to have a career. How can she possibly find fulfillment in a career? She's a girl. Criminal warrior, supposed to be brave. For many years I've researched blah blah whatever. What's this? My daughter? No, surely not. My daughter would not say such things. Case of mistaken identity, perhaps. What? The research complete? Research complete. How many years did I toil, finding nothing? Ha. That's my girl. Well, she finished her work, and you just got pushed out of the way by a random NPC, and now my neck is, like, straining to talk to you. Boy, a chop for bringing me the news. Why stay any longer? She's finished researching the thing. The secrets of boot rot revealed at long last. Okay, see, it was a joke. No longer need a soldier and citizen scratch in vain at their feet. Truly, this is a momentous day. Yes, that's right. She is Dr. Scholes. Better yet, that is Absorbine, and his daughter, who finally solved the problem, is Absorbine Jr. Does Absorbine Jr. have anything to do with boot rot? For some reason, I feel like it does. Enterprise which I'm employed has fallen on hard times. It's hard time. Ric Flair, you put hard times in this country when you try to take out Dusty Rhodes. This month they have my wages. How might I tell my wife? I don't have the courage to face her. I can't go home like this. Okay, so I gotta find worried husband and a materialistic woman. Hopefully we will find out that she's okay with this. Otherwise, she's a materialistic woman. Maybe she can learn to be less materialistic.
I yearn for some new jewelry, and one ring in particular. I sure will have the guilt soon enough.
Nope, he lost half his money.
His weight is halved. What ill tidings are these? And what of my blue diamond? Why, to afford it now, there's naught but my own dowry purse to... Oh, now there's a thought. I can't believe it never occurred to me before. I've more than enough gil to buy a piffling diamond. A fine idea, thanks.
So she's gonna just fucking spend the dowry. That was kind of cute. I should have read that. Her husband's wages are diminished, and there's not much materialism in the future, so now's the perfect time to spend. And this information will, of course, remain strictly between you and I. So her whole thing is that because he's not going to get any more money, she might as well spend what they have. Ha 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 ha. It is funny. She is not reacting in a logical way. Humor appreciation bot 2000. Why, I do believe she still loves me, and I her. Oh, well, that's nice, at least. Alright, what does that leave us with? We have athletic woman, an avid reader, and gentleman onlooker, eager crier. Let me actually cross the... So I'm getting to the point now where I need to cross them out because I'm losing track of what we haven't done. So I've only got 2 left, I believe. Eager crier. What am I doing? Blah, 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 blah. I don't think I ever really got a hold of... Understood this one. When I got enough chops, that'll be the end of this. I'll be sitting up in the garden. So there's a gentleman onlooker. They're like right next to each other, but you look to be in much the same situation as I was. Never fear. Okay, so I don't understand this one. It's like this guy's like, yeah, I'm successful. And this other guy's like, oh, I'm not successful yet. And somehow just talking to the two of them will make things happen. What's that? You heard from some bloke who was in my shoes and now he's made some of himself? That's good to hear. I'll get there someday. I thought he was already confident he was going to make it. Look, I ain't got many myself, but yeah, you've got to look out for each other so you can have one of my chops. I've got quite a few chops at this point, but I just got a chop from this guy, so great. That's how we'll make it out of this together. Alright, now gentleman onlooker, or athletic woman and avid reader. So the athletic woman, I guess we're just looking to make opposites attract. I don't know for sure the avid reader is not athletic, but it's certainly not the one characteristic he has in his name. I've recently begun work at a laboratory. It is like heaven for me, plenty to read, and no one telling me how to do otherwise. Okay, so I guess the athletic woman is like, if only I could find some guy who isn't athletic and that could fuck his brains out. Sorry, I'm in a silly mood. Grand Land of Gamesmen. It said my brother is overly fond of dusty old tomes. Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. I jumped straight to romantic connection. He said, good sister, on the morrow I shall go to the laboratory to become a researcher.
He'll become as stiff and sedentary as a researcher.
Maybe he doesn't want to be an athlete. I mean, what the fuck? Not everyone has to become an athlete. Some of us have to become fat Let's Players, and some of us have to presumably become non-fat Let's Players. Recently, we're going to work at the laboratory. Why? Your sister doesn't want you to do it. My sister seems overly concerned with my health. She should know I get proper exercise at least an hour daily in the games room of the laboratory. Usual for laboratory man. It's in the blood. Oh, he researches exercise. Thank you for your kindness. Here. Thank you for telling me my sister is being a pain in the ass. But, I'm not actually going to do anything about what she said.
But this researcher has become slothful.
Or I fear he'd become slothful,
but he hasn't, so whatever, it's all good.
And there you go, folks. Let's talk to the, tarot reader and confirm we got all of them. And then, figure out what we're supposed to do with it. Dangerous chef.
Dangerous driver.
Yep, I'm fortunate to sit down and think. I will drink some Diet Mountain Dew because that's what I need to get more wired. Okay. Nothing in Trant, nothing in Mulberry, nothing in Rihanna, nothing in Ilbas. Well, I do hope that was assistance of you. So now we can go talk to one of the chop masters and see if he can do anything with the fact that we've got all the chops, because I believe we are now supposed to combine all the sandalwood chops into a fine... There's more than one type of chop, and we're supposed to convert them into... Once commander was once in command, was once a man even. Trade pine chops for sandalwood. Very well, here's your sandalwood chop. You obtain a sandalwood chop. Congratulations getting your sandalwood. This designates you as a most promising ardent. Why, you might even make gentry one day. Those with sandalwood may ride cabs and get into Central. What else I can help you with? Ah, so you've already got your sandalwood. Best of luck to you. Just passing through. Best of luck to you. I'm wondering if I can buy more. Nope. So there you go, folks. He won't offer to... So I was going to save before finishing all these quests and see what happens if you buy all you need and then continue to do the quests. And I kind of forgotten. Whatever, I don't care anymore. But yeah, he won't sell you any now that we've got all those. So there's a finite number you're allowed to get. You can buy them instead of earning them through quests if you so desire. But we've hit the point now where it's like, no, you're not getting any more. So I would think this would be a key item. But I don't actually see it listed as an item. Sandalwood chop. It's loot. That would suggest we can sell it. Let's go save our game and see what happens if you try to sell it. Because I don't think we want to cash it in. Well, rather, I don't think that when we go to get on the cab, we'll lose it. I think you're just supposed to show that you had it at some point. Is the save crystal here or inside the aerodrome? I'll save on a different slot. But one thing I definitely want to do before we call it a video is go to Old Arcades and talk to Otto, because there were people talking about him, and he seems to be connected to some kind of quest. And he was with those little weird short guys were talking about him, and we know some of them are connected with the... Oh boy. So if we were to go all the way back to the Necro Hall of Nabudes, way over here at the Nabudes Deadlands, we had a dude around here who was like said something about having keys to unlock secret doors in the Necro Hall of Nabudes, and I think we need to find those little dudes and deal with them. Like, I think the people who had those keys hidden away, and that we have to find all of them before we can open up the secret rooms in the Necro Hall. Totally optional content, but I believe it needs to be done. I believe it involves dealing with those guys. So they called it a loot rather than a key item. I wonder what happens if you sell it. If it makes the game unwinnable? Probably not, because you can still buy the things. Nope. It's a loot, but it's not one you were allowed to sell. Okay, whatever, game. Whatever, game. You want to call it that instead of a key item? You go right ahead. Anyway, we are now an important citizen of Arcades, having randomly connected various people. That is, after all, the true meaning of civic duty. Duty. Oh. Planning on leaving me behind, will you? No, I wasn't, actually. I just wanted to pick some... I wanted to do something. So he rejoins your party. He's only absent on those few screens. He comes back here. I bet you anything the next time we meet him, he'll still be like, where were you? What took so long? Even though he came back to rejoin us. So, yeah, we gotta find Otto, who loves to get blotto. I vaguely remember he was at the end of this passage. But on the other side of it, I think. I believe that's him right there. Let's get this knot of rust before we talk to him. You know, it's not desynced. I just knew that was going to be done. See, this is wedding band moon silver.
You didn't have to give me this. Why, your words alone give me joy enough. I don't want additional joy.
What are you staring at? Something against cross-class relations? You think the two people from different backgrounds can't share true love? Dude, projecting a little bit? I didn't say anything. I'll have you know that when I first came down here, it was her who took me in. Without her, I'd still be in a gutter somewhere friendless. Worthless. Kindness like hers you won't find up there in the city. Mark my words, there's no place for it. Can't you see? Or are you blinded by your chops? Would you fucking get over yourself, dude? Seriously, we didn't say anything. So I said to the underworld with class, to the underworld with status, and I proposed. Her favorite sword is the Prince on the Moon, see? So I'm giving her a ring made of moon silver. What, you don't think that's romantic? You're looking for moon silver? A medallion? Well, why didn't you say so? Well, I didn't get to say anything before you started accusing me of being a classist. You had to take a chunk off for the ring, but if this will suffice, it's yours. You obtain a moon silver medallion. I've helped you out, I've given you the medallion. Maybe you could say a little prayer for us in return. That'd be decent of you. Well, gee, way to confront me about my personal spirituality. Are you a praying man? That's kind of personal. But then again, you did just assume that I was a classist, so I suppose you're all about asking about my personal spirituality as well. Why not? Alright, so I believe we may have just made progress on the side in a quest to deal with the Necroholonabides stuff. Let's call it a video now, and when we come back, we are going to check in with dude. Oh god, was he in the... I think he was in the weapons store? Weapons and armor store are kind of together in this town. I believe that was the store. Oh, pardon me. Yeah, we'll drop by there. Oh, hold on. I got another couple of minutes. I thought I needed to end the video now, but we actually have time. Okay, we'll do that real quick now. I was going to say we'll start the next video with that, and then we'll proceed with the plot, the main plot, since this is a side quest thing. But you know what? Thanks to the magic of high-speed running, we can knock this out and still get this video. Oh. We go all separate ways here, man. I have some business to attend to. We'll meet again later. Yeah, whatever, Baltier. See how slow he walked? I just passed you, Baltier. Okay, whatever. Get out of the way. Your appreciation of music does not need to get in the way of my story progress. So even though this is supposed to be the biggest city in the world, I have a feeling that we're going to have plot stuff here, which is either going to send us to... Well, this is supposed to be a map of Arcades, so either the Imperial Palace of Arcades is like a whole different area, not covered by this map. But yeah, I feel like this city, which in space is probably even smaller than Bujerba, is in fact the main city of Arcades. And that anything we unlock over here is not going to even include shopping and whatnot. And now we probably are going to go over, but whatever. It's all good. Oh, man. Let's pass it through. Are you sure you won't sell me a chop? I guess whatever shitty chops we were getting, we can't even have them now that we've got a sandalwood chop. Well, crap. Looks like this is not the shop. Maybe he was in the magic shop. Okay, now we are going to go along, but I'm also now dedicated to either finding this guy or officially giving up and telling myself, oh, we've already got the quest item, and I guess we don't need to report back to him. What did this guy say? He sold it? Oh, here he is anyway. I have asked that you not make me speak of this. I told you I sold the moon silver medallion for... What? You found the medallion? Might I please give him the moon silver medallion? Thank you. Without this, I would have been in a great disfavor with the Frog King. But what is this? Is it broken? No, this is most unusual. A piece has been taken away, yet the medallion has grown stronger. The strength. This is true love. Yeah, whatever. The medallion has been in the presence of a great love. Though its form be diminished, it is rather as if it had been made whole. I return now to the king. I'm in your debt. My gratitude be with you. Hold on. I will take this medallion steeped in love back to the Frog King of Nabudes. Great. Sweet as you heard, my good friend Otto's gone missing. Cookie von Kuba. Yeah, that's Foppish Man. Apparently, it's just a clue as to where to find Otto, more than an actual plot thing that needs to be followed up on. Because Otto is essential for the Necroholonabides quest. Now, we can call it a video, and when we come back, we can well and truly advance the story by riding the cab, and then Balthier will show up and be, where were you? And we'll say, we connected with you since you left, and he can say, what have I? Thanks for watching.